What's a what's a red flag that turns y'all on? We'll start with you on this one. Yeah, red flag that turns you on.
I'm not
Cheaters.
gonna lie.
Yeah, she likes them.
Run.
Oh, I kind of like when they're a little douchey. Not necessarily to me. I don't know what
City
happens.
girls
You
down.
know, like
City girls down with that answer.
He's a man. He's a
Okay.
douchebag. Like he
no,
treats like
not treat people like shit. It's just like oh god, there's like this one. I don't know, like Ryan Reynolds type of humor, type of
Okay.
thing, like douchey humor, not douchey person. Like I don't know, like that.
I get what you're saying.
You know,
I like Ryan Reynolds. So I get what you're
yeah,
saying.
like I
Yeah.
love Ryan Reynolds.
That
I
was
don't know,
that
stuff
was a
like,
good example. Yeah.
Yeah.
I know exactly what you're saying.
Okay, good.
What's a red flag that turns you on?
When they like me.
When they like you?
No, like when they're like me, like they
Oh.
think like me.
Yeah,
like,
that is a
That's
big red flag,
scary.
huh? Yeah,
It's
because
like-
you're like, fuck, I'm the
I
same.
be like, they be talking. I be like, duh, I would have said that same thing. I like it.
That's funny. What about you? What's a red flag that turns you on?
I think that when you kind of like put me in my place just a little bit, but like, you know, not too much, but you know, enough for me. Like, oh, okay, that's oh.
You still got to feel secure, like you were saying.
Yeah, you
with
know,
it.
but not yelling at me. You know, like not like that, but just fix your face. What's wrong with you? Like quick the attitude. Like something cute like that, but not aggressive. Like you're mad. No, that's not.
like
that's,
dominant.
Yeah, show me you
Yeah,
dominant. Come
yeah.
in.
Y'all want a leader. Y'all want a man that's
Yeah,
a leader.
yeah.
So you want to be led.
But that's
Yeah.
that's not in this generation right now.
Yeah.
These
Like
niggas
I
is
said,
not
there's like-
leading.
They're like
Yeah.
pussies.
There's like
They
10% of
falling
men.
back.
It's
They falling
10%.
back.
So how you
Yeah,
think
it's a
I'm gonna
small amount.
find
You
them?
got to go somewhere else.
I'll tell y'all. I'll tell you exactly what I usually don't give this advice until the end of the show. But like the big thing that I teach is that you got to go to where they are, which is usually at networking events, at charity events, at I always say work under the type of guy that you want to be with. So if you want to be with a lawyer one day, you should probably get a job that's working under a lawyer in some way, shape, or
Law
form.
clerk.
If you want to be
Like
with a
what they
doctor
like.
one day, working under some
Like
field
athletes,
that's
like athletes, and
Yeah.
because they understand what they actually be going through.
yeah. But you should definitely always try to work under what you want to be with, or just go to those events. Like I highly preach charity events and networking events because the guys at those places have their shit together, or even political events too are really good.
Well, that's where I'm gonna be.
Yeah, no,
Girl.
I'm telling y'all, and shout out to Sika. I'm like, we should be having a bunch to go to this next year. So if y'all ever want to come, y'all are more than welcome to. Wait, yeah,
Red flag
yeah. Red flag that turns you on
when they don't like me.
when they don't like you.
It make me like
Chase, yeah.
I ain't gonna say chase.
Well,
but
you can
it
have
be,
what you did. What
it be
you
a little
want.
fun, like a little. I ain't gonna say they don't like me because they like me. That's why they there a little bit. But like I like when they just play hard to get or like just show me that I can't do it because I can.
Yeah.
Every time I do it, I just be like, yeah.
You just like a challenge. Yeah.
Yeah.
No, that's funny. All right, now what's
Sir,
what? Yeah, go
I
ahead.
want to give you an assist here. Why don't you go into depth for the gentleman that's watching the show, the importance of reserving your money, energy, attention, and time in reference to that.
In reference to what she just said.
Yeah,
Wait, what
as
did you
far
say?
as she's attracted to guys that don't give her the attention.
Oh
that she
yeah,
really
all right,
needs,
yeah,
so-
guys. So this is something huge that I like to actually teach a lot too. Y'all need to be very careful about how much y'all give them. Like if you hold on to your money, energy, attention, and time, and you barely hand it out, you only give it to them whenever it's really necessary. They're gonna do exactly like what she just said, and they're gonna be coming to you and chasing that validation. You can, and this is how I teach men to do this because that's how you find a girl that has burning, genuine desire for you, that really wants you. And like I truly, the biggest issue with most people's relationships is the guy will end up with a girl that fucking made him wait 4 months just to get sex for
Yeah.
the first
And
time. Like y'all end up with these guys who are super beta simps, and you think, oh, he's so great because he's so sweet, but in reality, no, he's just a beta simp, and you're gonna get tired of him after 6 months or a year. If trust me, you really care about the guys that you let hit earlier, especially if you've done that before. If you've done that before, if you're the type of girl where you've slept with guys on the first night, or like you don't make guys wait a lot, you're gonna have way more desire for a guy like that than the guy that you may wait 4 months. So you both waste each other's time when you make a guy do that shit. It's really not worth it, like for both of y'all, in my opinion.
I got a follow-up question with one of the ladies on the panel too.
Yeah.
So to the one that's to your right,
Yeah.
I noticed earlier you mentioned that your ex-boyfriend, you would just basically argue, and it kind of sounded like you like to be a little passive-aggressive with them or whatnot. Did you really see looking back at it now? Do you think you really respected him as a man?
No.
No, and that's why you actually did what you did, correct? Like you argue with them, you raise your voice, and that's why you're looking for a man to be dominant.
Yeah,
Because you're
no,
looking for
not
someone to
not
respect.
not even like I'm looking for a guy to be dominant in order for me to respect him, but I think that took a toll of not respecting him like after, after we went through things, and then so it's like now I feel like, I feel like naturally I am just a passive aggressive, not passive aggressive, but I can be very
Argumentative,
not argumentative, but I'm very
combative.
compassionate about, I
I was gonna say
feel.
masculine next, but we can
No,
keep
no,
going.
no. I don't even necessarily think
Another
I don't
one.
even necessarily think it's masculine because if you let me talk to you crazy, that's on you.
Nah,
That shows
Facts.
that's on you. So that I don't
Yep.
feel like it's me being masculine, but it could be me showing less femininity because of like, I shouldn't have to come out of my soft era to, show you like.
sometimes we got to though.
Well, what it is it's a shit test, and women shit test in many, many ways. And the whole point of a shit test, the man passed the shit test if he doesn't emotionally react. A man is supposed to be stoic. We're supposed to be like, shout out to Jay Wall. I always say this: a man is supposed to be like the rock on the side of the sea, and a woman is the emotional waves that go over him. You're not supposed to move whenever your woman bickers at you, does anything. She's just like, bitch, shut the fuck up. Not like that. Not say bitch, obviously, but like you're supposed to be able to never like if your woman bucks up to you or something, you're not supposed to buck up back. Basically,
Yeah.
like you're not. Well, you're supposed to be like,
No.
what are you thinking? Like, get out of here. Like, I'm
No.
leaving. A man
Oh,
is
I was
stoic.
gonna
It
say
just doesn't
something
give a fuck. Like, you're not like if you're a true man, your woman's never gonna get you out of your
out of your character,
out of your character, yeah.
or if I feel like she's gonna feel like, what am I, she's not gonna talk to you in that manner because she feels that way, like, you know what, like I don't even have to do that to him because I already know like he not even gonna pull me to that stance to make me have to get on him or whatever the case may be. Because I see why you say don't look at them because they really pissing me off because y'all don't even know what we could have been arguing about. But I feel like
Shout
it's
out to the chat.
yeah, shout out to the chat, Jose, whoever.
Hey, that's our fucking homie, Jose.
Yeah,
Shout out to you,
Jose.
bro.
Okay, but I just feel like it, and I do think that it can be trauma based off of like how you communicate with people can be off trauma, like how you seen people communicate with maybe how I see my parents communicate, or maybe how I seen others communicate, or just how I feel like,
what you experience yourself.
yeah, or sometimes you just feel like you get pushed to a certain point where you're like, I can't take it no more. And that also goes back to, I shouldn't have stayed with this person this long or whatever the case may have been to even get me to that point. But it's still like, sometimes enough is enough and you have to.
You're stuck in a cycle of it.
Yeah.
It's learning experiences
It's-
though. Like you're not gonna get in a one relationship. Like my relationship, yeah, I stayed for a little bit. I was like 16 years old, 18 years old. Like I was a child. Like,
Yeah.
Hey,
my
baby,
first
could you please
relationship.
mute that phone for me, please? Thank you so much. No, you can go.
But,
Except with my
like,
phone, like,
You're
You
good.
know, like you can't just expect everything's gonna go, especially at the beginning.
Yeah, of course not.
Like
No, that's why I feel like now that I've had some of these experiences I have, now that going forward, I know what I'm looking for, what I want, what I don't want to do, what I do want to do, how I want. It's always a lesson. Like you're still learning, regardless of how it, played out, how it impacted you, and I, like you said, I can't take what happened to me a while from another guy and put that on another guy because all guys are not the same, all women are not the same, which is like, you just have to find a person that's meant for you.
Yeah, and then not let your trauma ruin it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you got to unlearn bad habits.
Yeah, and then